kind of favors Zerg. And I thought they removed this map from ladder because it favored Zerg too much.
It is gone from ladder. The oldest map in the map pool is now gone from ladder.
Yeah. Well, no, Xel'Naga wasn't in the beta, was it?
Xel'Naga may have been in late beta, but it definitely wasn't in early beta.
Yeah. So I think that's our longest lasting map. All right,
that is now,
here we go. We have Pyle in the top right corner, sort of the 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock position, as the orange Zerg, and then we have the purple Terran and the kind of 12 o'clock position here. So these close air distances will favor Mutas or maybe a Banshee Harass if Roma decides to do that. So.
Yeah, close air positions really favors Terran. Oh yeah, I forgot about that fancy new overlay. You know, it's been so long since I've casted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot all these things.
That is awesome. Okay. Anyways, as I was saying, close air positions. It could favor Roman if he wants to go for that bio siege tank style. It can allow him to put a lot of pressure with drops on. And
look at this, Roman's going to see that Overlord. He knows exactly where Pyle is. It doesn't change too much stuff, but it makes him, when he goes to SCV Scout, he knows exactly where to go, and it's not an issue. So if there was any kind of 6-pull antics, which we don't see, he would catch that earlier and wall off.
Absolutely. This is MLG Metalopolis, so there is no close spawn, and the supply depot gets put down at the bottom of the ramp. So yeah, he wouldn't have scouted cross positions, so that would have been his first scout position anyways.
Yeah.
But he may not. He's getting a gas here right after his barracks.
And Pyle's sending a drone. I kind of like this because in case like he did, 3-4 racks right in the corner here, it wouldn't give the Overlord time to scout it out. So he pulled the Overlord back. He wants to keep that. And he's just going in here and making sure everything's up to standards, if you will. So, and he went pool gas, so no fast expo.
So the interesting thing, if Pyle's going to pull his workers off gas to get speed and then expand, that doesn't really seem to be the trend. It was for a while, but it is not now. A lot of players are leaving their guys in gas and getting up a Baneling Nest or a Roach Warren when they can, just to fend off those Hellions, because for a long time that was the thing. If you were TVZ, you went Hellions.
Yeah, and here's an Eng Bay block for the X-Band. That's a really good move by Roma. So I keep calling him Roma. Roaming.
So some stats about these guys. I did my research on them as well. Pyle is 5-5 as well versus Terran. They're both in the Masters division, and Roman is 6-4 against Zerg in his last 10 games. So it's hard to say. I was looking at Roman's style versus Zerg. Yes, I was being a really big creeper.
Yeah.
He tends to go for a Reaper opening, which is what we're seeing. And he goes Blue Flame into tanks, and then a lot of Marine tank pushes. So he does think that his skill's high enough to do that Marine tank style against Zerg.
Well, what's interesting about this is it looks like Pyle has done his research. He's going for Roaches first. So this Reaper should do little to no damage. And if he chooses to, and he went CC first and pulled his... Okay, there we go. If there was lings around, that could have been really bad. But the Reaper is just kind of cleaning up these lings a little bit. That Eng Bay is still there, actually. That's really hurting Pyle's econ quite a bit. But
I'd like Roman to scout the base a little bit more. Has he even seen that Roach Warren? He has just barely not.
He saw the Roaches, so...
Oh, the Roaches had just popped out. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
So he's throwing many bunkers down. He's really not liking the scenario he's in right now. So
well, he needs that. He knows there's no hatchery. He knows that the Roach Warren's up. The guys are still in gas. Roman's going for a one base fast expand.
Yeah, Pyle's going here. He's pulling, and that's a lot of Roaches. So it's kind of interesting with these bunker placements. So I think the Roaches can actually range down the supply depots here. I'm not 100% on that, but
they will be able to.
Yeah, they totally can. He's just got to pull back here. He's managing these guys a little bit worse. There we go. Yeah, and he can. There we go. Now he can pick up the units because you're not in there. And he does have a tank coming out, but if he gets this wall down, he can just get right in where the tank's going to spawn and take it down. So
yeah, I'm not sure why the SCVs weren't pulled a little bit sooner.
Yeah,
they needed to come out.
Here's the tank. Is he going to focus it down right away? He has to.
Needs to repair
and
that
the
tank.
SCV's zoned out his roaches, so that's very bad. He's not picking off a lot of SCVs. Well, he's getting quite a few SCVs right now. He's up to 6 kills. So
I like the fact that a lot of Zergs will actually follow this up with some Lings after, but is quickly walled off, so he should be able to live.
Yeah, he took that tank out, and look at this. He's up to 12 worker kills now, 13, and the number just keeps increasing. He doesn't have very many units to take out those roaches, so 14 SCV kills, that's huge.
And we're at 18 to 9 workers right now, so Pyle is over double. He's got his hatch going up. He's not just going to do it all in here.
He's sitting quite great, so. And that command center finished a while ago, but he forgot to orbital it during that whole attack, so.
Well, he kind of needed the money to defend first.
Yeah, exactly, so that really, he can't double mule out or anything, and the supply is 14 to 34, that's drastically different at this stage in the game. So
I would definitely like to see him salvage out, and he is. Salvage one of those bunkers. I do love this. Since patch 1.4, if you salvage something or cancel something,
you can see it.
You do see.
I do like that.
That's great. No longer do we have to guess.
Yeah, it's a little glitchy actually, because I was playing one game, and there was some buildings building in the fog of war that I couldn't see, and then I just saw cancel.
Ooh.
So I was like, well, he was building something half important there.
Yeah, there's a couple of those little glitches on a couple maps as well. Tal'Darim has a glitch where if you put down a building down in the fog, you'll actually be able to see the ground sink a little if you really want to be spending your time looking over in the fog, I guess.
Well, if you have enough APM for that, then you should win, right? So.
Okay, so Blue Flame coming out. Hellions are on the way, single file. Once he gets a few of them, he might go and try to do some pressure just to make sure that Pyle can't just basically auto-drone.
Now, it's interesting he did that, because he saw the roaches, and I would have, if I was in his shoes, I would get some siege tanks up, just so he can. Because again, this bunker is still placed, you can still take the supply depot out, and if he was massing a bunch of speedlings, as soon as that supply depot is gone, the lings are in the base. So with a siege tank there, you can really take down those roaches very fast.
I agree with you on that, but unfortunately Roman is so far behind right now. If he tries to play a defensive style, Pyle's just going to take the map and win.
That's true. He's actually done a good job at catching up in supply. I was very amazed at that, but I guess that just goes to show how good mules are and the double CC.
Yeah.
And Pyle's actually moving out right now, but at the same time there's Hellions coming in, so they could do a lot of damage to the Econ. He has a spine crawler here, and let's just see
those. This is itchy. This is crazy.
This can go either way. It depends on how well Pyle can micro this. He sees it right away, and I can guarantee you at this point all these drones are dead. So it really depends. And he's just got some reinforcing roaches here. Nice zone off with the Queen.
That's very
trapping
nice.
all of them there. That he took very little damage from that. He lost some drones. Let's just get a number here, 6. He lost 6 drones there, but
so. We've kind of flip-flopped here. We've got Roman with 33 workers and Pyle with 22.
He just drone back up to 30 right now, as you said that. So
yeah, I got to admit, bad decision by Pyle there to try to get aggressive. As Artosis has said for years, when you're ahead, get more ahead. He produced a butt ton of Zerglings, he produced more roaches, he went to get aggressive, but that just allowed Roman to catch up and basically nullified that aggression that he did at the early game.
Exactly. Well, there's one concern that Roman's got to be worrying about is his mineral patches, because these mules just go through them so quickly. He's actually down to almost 5 mineral patches at this point, so his resources are running very dry. He's got to be able to get his second base up here pretty quick. He's got the SCV count for it, but there, he's lifting his CC. Let's see if he can hold this position. Thing is that the thing he doesn't have is siege tech. He hasn't even started it. So if Pyle's able to realize that, he can really just mass up a bunch of units, go in there, and initiate a kill move. So
I'd like to see Pyle drop a changeling, or at least use that overseer and scout out a bit. Not really sure why else he'd have that right now.
And Roma doesn't think he can defend that, so he pulled the CC back, pulled all his units back in his base. And again, this is just, as long as this goes on, Pyle just keeps getting stronger and stronger. That siege tech just started right now.
I'd like to see Pyle take a third base. I think that's about
Yeah,
3 or 4 minutes
I would like to
too
see
late.
that too. But he's building roaches, and as long as he can keep these units in here, the money will just run dry, and he can't. The only thing he can do is just move out.
Yeah, but
So.
it's Terran, and he'll just move
Yeah,
out
that
and
is
win.
true. That is true.
I mean, come on, SCVs.
Yeah.
He's adding a
Wow, here's
starport with
another-
a reactor and 2
Yeah,
more
Stim's
barracks.
not even done yet either. So if Pyle knew this information, he would have gone in there a long time
Oh,
ago.
here we go. The burrow's up. The
Yeah,
Zerglings
does
are
he
there
see it?
too.
Oh,
Overseer
this
gets
is
taken
bad.
out, but
This is really bad.
There he goes.
There he goes.
And that's
That's
pretty
how you
much
clean up
GG,
an army
guys.
right there. Yeah.
Everything's dead. There's nothing they can do.
Yeah.
Pyle pulling the series
There.
back to 2-2.
Oh, that's a lot of SCVs. And he closed the doors. There goes the SCVs. I bet he's beating himself so much because he's like, if I just scanned. If I just scanned.
If you just scanned. And what seems to be kind of interesting there is when he raised those depots up, when I saw those Zerglings and those roaches sitting at the front door, all I could think about was Sheldon going, knock, knock, penny, knock, knock, penny. That's all I could think about. Just waiting for that door to be opened or fall down.